Is it going? Okay. I first met Brandon in 2005 on AOL chat rooms through my friend Alan. And me and Brandon used to stay up night after night talking on the phone, staying up, 6 or 7 hours or longer. We'd stay up night after night, watching Netflix, Power Rangers, or playing Resident Evil 6, or playing Resident Evil 5, or, Borderlands, a bunch of other stuff. We had a lot of stuff in common. We, constantly talked on the phone. I would call him like every single day, and he was just a really good friend of mine, and I'm gonna miss him a lot. And it's been really hard, the last, week and a half, that he's been gone, and I really wish that I could be there at the funeral, but, I'm all the way out in Memphis, Tennessee, and, we really just don't have the money for a plane ticket, at this second, but, me and Brandon used to talk about going out, either him coming out to Memphis, or me going out to California. We were planning to go into the Ranger Con together, and, I guess, we both we didn't see it coming, and it's been really devastating, and I'm gonna miss Brandon a lot. He was one of my best friends, and, this is something that he gave me, that we went and watched Star Wars Episode 1 at basically the same time. He went to California and watched it, and I went up here and watched it. And he picked this up for me in California, and I thought it was really cool that he sent me that. And, I thought that was really awesome. And he mailed me this Resident Evil action figure too. And he got it at Toys R Us one night. I was talking to him on the phone, and he asked me if I wanted one, and I was like, that's awesome. I'd really like that. And he got me one, and I thought that was really cool too. And this is a guide that he mailed me for one of his video games that he sent. And it's just one of the many books and stuff and toys that we would send each other constantly. And it's definitely gonna be something, that I'm going to remember for the rest of my life. I'm never going to forget Brandon Daly. He was one of my best friends. I can still see our scores together on Borderlands and Resident Evil, Marvel vs. Capcom. I can still see, the time that we played, the exact time, and the trophies and everything. And it's just, it's just really hard to cope with this. And I didn't see it coming. We first called him actually a few days before he passed away, and he was actually really lively, and we started talking about games and stuff, and I told him that we were praying for him. We had a couple of churches praying for him too, and I didn't see it coming. And I asked him, how was the coma? I was just really blown away by it. I thought he was past the worst of it, and I asked him how the coma was, and he said it was, I will never forget it. He told me it was instantaneous, that it was like going to sleep and waking up, like the next day. He said it was just instant to him. And I told him, I said, as soon as you get better, we'll start playing PlayStation and stuff again. And he was like, well, man, I can't really move. And, I was like, man, we're still praying for you, and I just really didn't think that, he would pass away a few days later. I'll never forget one of the things he said, he just said, I gotta go, man. I gotta go. And, it's something I'll never forget. And this is my girlfriend Amelia. She started talking to him too for a short while, and she's going to talk about, some of her experiences that she had with him on the phone, and, and how, it's affected us in our daily lives and really for the rest of our life.
Mm-hmm. I met him through TJ, talking on the phone with him and Alan and TJ, and he always seemed like he was a really nice person, and we always talked about going out there and meeting him and all going to conventions together, and having fun, that we would definitely do it one day. And I talked to him at the hospital too a few days before he passed, and he seemed like he was, getting better. We thought
Like
that
he
he
had
was
everything
just gonna,
together, It seemed
yeah.
like he was. It just didn't seem like he was not gonna make it. It blew me away when we didn't even really know that he was sick until it was pretty much too late. The only way that we found out was through my friend Alan because you know Brandon, he, for a couple of weeks, I had talked to him on the PlayStation Network. And on the PlayStation Network, he told me that he had a pretty crappy Thanksgiving. And that, he wished he could have had a better Thanksgiving.
But he was
and
sick.
Yeah, and then he told me he was sick. And
We
I
didn't
was like,
realize how
yeah,
sick he was.
we didn't have any clue that he was in that he was fixing to go into a coma, and then he had swine flu. We had no idea. And when he told me he was sick on the PlayStation Network, I sent him a message back saying, "Oh man, we're pretty sick too. We got a cold." And little did I know that that he was dying. And I just didn't. It didn't click with me because he's just been somebody that I've turned to. Most of my life. He's always been there for me. He's always been that person that I can pick up the phone and call at any time and pick up just where we left off. And he was a genuine person, and we really lost somebody today, and it's gonna be hard going on and seeing the stuff that I see every day, and it's stuff that that me and Brandon have actually done together, or stuff that we've traded each other. It's gonna be really hard, and we wish we could be there at the funeral, and we're really sorry that we couldn't be there, but
we know that Brandon is at peace, and he's watching over every single one of us, all of his friends, all of his loved ones, and we just have to stay strong for him.
Yeah.
And he'll greatly be missed.
Brandon, I'm gonna miss you, man, and I always remember that whenever I'd call him, he would answer the phone and say, "Yo," like that. He would always say it like that.
Mm-hmm. Even though, we never met him in person, we still loved him, and we always will love him.
Whenever he would say bye, he would say peace or peace out. I remember that's something he'd always say.
Batman.
And he loved Batman. That was something that he really, really cared about. That and Power Rangers, and Jason David Frank, and all that. The Clerks, Kevin Smith. Just all this stuff that we had in common that we shared together. It's gonna be hard moving on past it, but
we just know now that he's not hurting anymore and that he's happy. He's eternally happy.
I just wish things could have turned out differently. But I'm always gonna hang on to this stuff. And I'm gonna show it to my kids and tell them about the friend I had a long time ago. But anyway, thank you. And my name is TJ, and this is Amelia. And we're gonna miss you, Brandon. We're gonna miss you a lot.